Hey Pisces, I want to tell you that I totally did your reading. Yeah, like a 26 minute reading that I did. But when I stood up to try to move to get something, I pulled the mic and I actually think I broke my mic. So I hope you guys can hear me because I'm not using the mic. And I'm going to try to remember, but I just redid a spread, but it's not completely different from last time, but it's a little different, which is okay. So it was a reason why that reading didn't go through. So I'm doing it over. All right. But let me just tell you, let me give you a recap before I go into the spread that I have. What it was saying, I titled it Healing in the Darkness, because a lot of you were wanting to move towards your happiness and getting your wish fulfilled. But it was like you were stuck in a situation, like you were too caught in your head about a past situation that had occurred with a person where you hadn't got clarity on the situation, or like not clarity, closure. You didn't get closure on a situation. It was making you cloudy about what to do. For a lot of you, that situation was a codependent situation, whether it was like a person that you were attached to, or some type of substance that you were attached to, or just I feel like not loving yourself enough, or you was dependent on another person to represent love for you. Okay. So that was the energy, right? Well, what they were saying, they wanted you to start blending your mental and your spiritual aspects of yourself, your logic with a situation, and your intuition into a situation in order to pursue happiness. They want you to start focusing on your own bravery and courage and find wisdom in your own experience to seek to be more successful in your own life. So looking at whatever occurred in the past as a learning lesson to help propel you forward. Okay. Now, what they were also saying, I'm trying to look at some of these cards and remember, it was like a situation had ended and it was like it was no closure for you. And they were saying they wanted you to seek your own closure. And I remember that you got the sundress called Do It For Yourself card. I remember that card. I didn't put it up yet. And when I was reaching over to get the book, that's when it messed up. The volume messed up. But the sundress card is 41. 4 plus 1 is 5, which means like change is happening. Change is kind of painful because it's like breaking down one way of thinking, one way of being, so you can step into a new way of being. So when it comes, I'm gonna read this. Jeff, yeah. Okay, so sundress, when it comes to healing and recovery, make sure you're doing it for yourself and not for somebody else. Becoming too dependent on other people will only end in disappointment, is what it's saying. People leave, friends shift, or friends drift, really. Sorry. Family members become estranged, and your reasons need to be bigger. Your reasons need to be bigger than them. And believe it or not, you are important enough to be the reason. So basically, it was like a lot of you were focused on other people for your happiness, and they want you to do the soul searching to get clear on who you are and love yourself more. Okay, so that was the energy. So I remember these two cards because it was like a situation that had ended. Right now, when I look at the situation of what's going on, again, it was like you getting clarity and trying to gain a balance within yourself in order to elevate yourself to a different level. And the only way to do this is to come out of the sadness that you've been experiencing. That's what's going to bring you stability. I feel like you've been stuck in this 5 of cups energy where you keep looking back at what you lost, or looking at what you lost and not looking what you can salvage and move on to like a better situation, is what they're saying. So it's like right now you're stuck in your head. You're trying to gain balance. You're trying to like balance your masculine, your feminine, your shadow side, and your higher self to elevate yourself to a different level. Because the shadowy parts of you is just as significant as your higher self, because it's like you have to work through those darker energies in order to learn the lessons and to gain clarity on what you want. So sometimes a situation don't work out in our best interest. It doesn't mean that the situation is completely over, but sometimes you have to end the situation at that point in order to do the work on you to elevate you to the level that you need to be at. So what I feel like, a person or situation walked away, or you moved away from a situation, I don't know, and you feel like whatever that person or situation made you feel happy or sustained you in some way, and now you don't have that in your life. But what spirit is saying is you have to work on loving you first, breaking those codependent ties. And I remember I did this exercise with you, imagine your person who you're feeling a strong connection with, who you're not really in contact with right now. Imagine them standing in front of you in your mind's eye, your third eye, wearing all white. You're wearing all white, they're wearing all white. And white represents purity and love. That's why I say white. And when y'all standing in front of each other, y'all looking at each other, your heart chakra is here. You have a cord coming from your heart. And that cord is the negative energy that's tying you to that person. So you ask Archangel Michael to use his sword and cut that cord. And then when he cut it, you pull out the rest, you give it to him, ask him to take it to God for healing. So you have to release it. So it's like putting an end to the situation, this conflict that you've been in with this person. Okay. So it's not cutting you off in the person, it's cutting you off the negative energy that's tying to that person, and vice versa. Okay. So sometimes in order to get what it is we want, we have to move away from the situation and do the work on ourselves. That's what the energy is saying. Okay. Now, when I look at your person, look at them. Okay. So I got what it is. You guys kind of feel like, what's the energy here? Is an imbalance here because you got the Chariot and you felt like the person didn't do you right and then they walked away. That's what the energy is. But in all actuality, this is an opportunity for you to get stronger in your own self by cutting this person out, even if it's just temporarily in order to gain the confidence and the courage to love you more than you love that person, to love yourself better. Okay. You doing that, you focusing in on you and bringing balance back to your life, working through this shadowy energy, working through this dark energy that you're in, you know what I'm saying? Balancing it out with your intuition, your higher self. This is what's going to help you break free of this devil energy, this codependent tie, like codependent relationship, depending on somebody else to make you happy, or depending on substances or things, to make you happy. It's like you're trying to bring balance back in your life on a spiritual / emotional level, is what they're saying. That's the message that's coming through. Okay. And right now, there's not a lot of work being done on yourself. That's what's making you feel imbalanced. Okay. You keep reflecting back on the situation with this person and you're in your head about it and you keep thinking about how they did you wrong. So you stuck in the unhealed energy. That's why you in that devil energy, because the overall energy was the devil energy. Okay. And it was showing you in your head thinking, but it want you to combine your mental energy and your spiritual energy. So kind of like changing it up to kind of manifest what it is that you want. And the way you do this is by kind of releasing or cutting the situation out so you can spend time with yourself to heal, is what they were saying. Okay. When I look at aspects of what's going on, again, you want to move towards getting what it is that you want. But before you can do this, before you can move towards getting what it is that you want, you're going to have to work through this shadowy energy, this moon energy, this devil energy, this unhealed energy, this energy of you being in the darkness. You needing to work through your shadow energy in order to heal your pain, in order to learn experiences, in order to grow. And this process is painful, okay? But it's a necessary step in order for us to elevate to the next level. But what I see here is an imbalance in your higher energy and low energy. You're imbalanced right now, okay? You can't be all like, oh, everything is positive, everything is great, or you can't be all like, oh, the world is horrible. You know what I'm saying? It got to be a balance between those two energies. That's what makes you more practical, okay? So I feel like you're struggling with the balance here, is what it is. And for some of you, you give too much. When you give out too much, this is reverse. You're not receiving enough. For others of you, it's the opposite way. You're taking too much and not giving enough. So it has to be a balance with receptivity, being open to receiving, but then also with giving. Okay. So where are you in that spectrum? You know what I'm saying? Are you giving too much? Are you giving too little? Or are you in the middle? They're saying that it's either one of the extremes. Okay. So you got to learn how to balance this out where it's you're giving enough. I mean, you're giving equally as far as whatever it is you give, you're receiving back. You know what I'm saying? It can't be like you're giving, and the other person taking, or it can't be like you're taking, other person giving. That throws the balance off, and the relationship isn't good. And I kind of feel like this is what it was before. Okay, so they need you to take steps to move out of that imbalance, and that how you do that basically is working on you by building up self-love and confidence in yourself in order to move past that energy. Basically, they need you to focus on you. You know what I'm saying? So when you start loving yourself, others start to love you just as much as you love yourself. Okay. So it's important. Self-love is important first. Okay. All right, so let's see. So then you had, but what's testing the situation, what's testing is, okay, what's testing is this codependent energy. Like you feel like you can't have peace of contentment unless some type of situation, unless I had enough money, unless I had this person, unless this was happening. So it's like a, what do you call it? Something has to be attached to the reason for you to be happy, and that's not true. If I make X amount of dollars, then I'll be happy. If this person come back into my life, then I'll be happy. And Spirit is saying that's not true. You know what I'm saying? That's not true at all. In order to get your wish fulfilled, in order to feel stability in your life, in order to feel passion in your life, what they need you to do is get in touch with you, get in tune with your intuition, get in tune with your higher self, get in tune with self-love, be honest and truthful about what it is that you really need at this time, okay? Because the Spirit was saying that they feel like you're deceiving yourself. You're not being honest with yourself about what it is that truly needs to take place at this point, okay? And it really has to do with escaping everything else and coming home to yourself, loving you, okay? And then once you do that, you're going to start reaping the benefits of whatever it is you put out. And what they're saying, what you put out is what you contribute to you, what you pour into yourself, okay? That's what the energy is. So, yes, that's what they're saying. You've been through a painful situation, a lot of you, and they're saying that you earned your stripes as a result of that painful situation. And they want you to start wearing your stripes proudly. Don't be embarrassed about what happened. The only reason you'll be embarrassed is because maybe you didn't handle the situation correctly, but you have time to adjust to it and handle it properly. Spirit is giving you this opportunity to raise your elevation in a situation, to change up what it is you've been doing or how you've been handling the situation, which I feel like you kind of been moping or sad or depressed like that. They want you to balance out this darker energy, get in your head, start thinking a little, not overly thinking, connecting with your intuition, with source, with God, to get clarity on what the next steps are. But what the next steps are is self-love. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. Now, they want you to move away from this energy, this codependent devil energy that you're in. You keep looking back at the situation or a person or a situation that didn't work out and it's making you stuck. So it's like you're in a perpetual tower moment where like a foundation broke down and God is wanting you to build back up. But if you don't accept it as what it was, an opportunity to rebuild something stronger, you're going to stay in this loop of like, just you're going to be stuck. You're not going to be rebuilding. You're just going to keep looking at what you lost as a result of this tower moment happening. They're wanting you to move away from that energy, okay? Because yeah, they do see that you're still frustrated, you're still stuck in that energy. There's a whole bunch of sadness, like you feel like, what was me? This person didn't love me. The thing is, you're not loving yourself enough. As soon as you start loving you, you're going to start attracting people and situation that loves you back. You're going to get it back threefold, okay? You're not putting enough energy and time into you, is what Spirit is saying, all right? Now, looking at the outcome based on the current situation, this could change because it's, depends on what you do. Okay, so they see that you're going to still be working through this energy of kind of being stagnant, kind of being stuck, kind of being in your shadow energy, okay? And being frustrated with how things turned out, okay? Because you got you got the Hierophant card here, which is representing a relationship or situation that you're experiencing a lot of anxiety in, okay? So commitment that you're still thinking about is bringing you a lot of anxiety is what they're saying. But they're needing you to have the confidence and recognize who you are and get in touch with your higher self and tapped in and tuned into your power. And that's when that self-love pouring into you, that's when you're going to start, experiencing that back in return. So it's like they need you to do the work on you, which is releasing people, situations, substances that's not healthy for you, and focusing in on what it is that you need at this time. Okay. Now, give me some advice for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. The first one that came out is that you are magnificent. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. That's the first card. Okay. The second card is patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen. but you got to be in the moment and just work on you. Only thing you can do right now, you can't force somebody to be what you want them to be. You have to work on loving you, and then you're going to elevate your vibration, and you're going to start attracting the type of love that it is that you're seeking on a deeper level. Okay. And they're saying fruition, rest assured, your dreams and vision will come to fruition. So whatever it is you want, whatever this wish fulfillment is, it will come. It will come towards you. But it's once you get clarity on like your self-worth, like who you truly are is what they're saying. Okay. Because they're saying you need that mental and spiritual clarity. So you need your intuition, and you need to like erase the fog out of your head and see the truth of what the situation is, which means having courage and the bravery to move past a situation that didn't work out and look at the experience of the situation. Okay. And that's going to give you confidence in like you going through what you went through, and you're going to have clear thought about what you want, and that's what's going to lead you to success. That's like the energy. Okay. But if you continue to reflect back on what went wrong, have these unhealthy attachments to people or situations, and you're not releasing from your addiction, you're not going to have a breakthrough that's here for you, is what they're saying. Okay. Don't give your power away. It's like you've been giving your power away. You got to break the chains of what's holding you back from reaching your goals, is what Spirit is saying. All right. So let me see. Let's see if you have any messages from your person. Any message from the Pisces person? Your person saying it's always been you. Show me something else. Your person thinks that you're one of a kind, and they feel like they need you. They feel like they need you in your pure love. Okay. Show me what else. Show me another message for Pisces. It's weird. Show me another message for Pisces person. Show me another message from Pisces person. Okay. All right. So, okay, so your person kind of feel like how you feel. They keep replaying a conversation that you guys had over and over in their head, and they feel like they're chasing a wind, and they're tired and torn down. Again, there's some karmic lessons that's going on between you and them to help make you guys stronger. Once you learn the lesson, and you actually learn the lesson, you can move past it, and then you can see the bigger picture. Is what Spirit is saying. Okay. Yep. They don't want to see you with nobody else, and they do not like being without you, but they want you to stand strong in your emperor energy. Get confident, get strong in who you are at this time. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's what it is. All right, Pisces. Light and love.